Alright, guys. It's fucking 8 o'clock. Time to ring the bell. The weird war bell. And tonight is just a free-for-all, man. It's just like, anybody here, we can talk about whatever the fuck, you want to. You can bitch about the hobby. You can bitch about the prices. You can bitch about the damn fucking whatever. Whatevers. This is the time to do it. You can bitch about whatever, because what stays at what is said on Weird World War II Wednesdays stays on Weird War Wednesdays. So you can just fucking let it rip. Imagine this being the purge for the hobby. This is your time to just come in and fuck. I hate this, I hate that, I hate this, hate this. So I don't know, no one's around, man. I'm telling you. No one loves us, dude. You're my only pal. Which is cool. So have you been doing any hobby shit, dude, lately? Thunderdome, no shit. Have you done any hobby stuff other than your leather working? Any modeling or anything? I know you're talking about that. You had that fucking 148 or 135 scale hind. You should make that like crash, not fire and shit, and have like some like Ukrainian guys like standing in front of it taking a picture or some shit. That'd be sweet. You're never gonna finish that shit. You might as well just blow it up. Make it look cool. That's something I've never done. I've made vehicle wrecks for my wargaming, but I've never like done a diorama of a wreck. I've always wanted to do that. I like try to burn like the tires and shit. set the bass. There you go, man. You can start a whole new craze. Like the challenge is like burn a Russian model challenge in support of the fighters in Ukraine. So you would put a hind, the Russian hind, stick it there and just burn that fucker. And just, this is for Ukraine. And then like some guy, rubber's been burned out and there's that white rubber shit. I see that, dude. They're sending M1s. I don't know, dude. I don't know if that's the one. I don't think that's the tank to send to the Ukrainians, man. It's a fucking gas hog, dude. And it takes a lot to keep that fucker up. I don't think they have the facilities or the fucking gas to keep that bitch going. They need to send, like, the Brits need to send their Challengers and their, hell, even throw them some Chieftains. They got laying, I know they got a shitload of those laying around probably. And then, the Leopards, man. I mean, why does everybody call them Leopolds? It's a fucking leopard, right? I guess it's just our American exceptionalism. That's how we say it. But I mean, a leopard 2 is okay. I mean, it's, what is it, like 30 years old? 20 years old? I don't know. What are they up to, leopard 3s now? That's their state-of-the-art ones. It's so funny because everybody just claims that the leopard is like the best tank in the world, right? That motherfucker, I mean, where is it seen any action? I mean, has the leopard actually had any combat? I want to say there was some fighting with leopards in Syria, but they all got blown to shit. But I don't know. I'm not sure. Because I don't know of any leopard tank engagements with anybody like a modern combat force. Never. That's funny you say that, man. He's like, who claims that they're the best? The Germans. It's true. I mean, but in a lot of tank circles, the analysts say that the Leopard is probably the best in the world. And I'm like, well, fuck. They've never fucking used it in combat. So, I mean, how do they know? It might just get scared and turn off or some shit in combat. You just don't know. Just don't know. I'm not saying the Abrams is fucking perfect, but I mean it's been through hell and fucking back and it's kicked some ass. I'd say that with the Merkava. That thing's been fucking kicking ass. Yeah, Bradleys. Shit, dude, they're gonna just use those Bradleys as tank killers, man. Use those toes to just fuck up the Reds. I shouldn't call them Reds, the Russians. But, hell, I don't know. It's gonna be messy, dude. It's gonna... I don't know, it's gonna take a while for all that shit to get over there. I think Germany's finally relenting, so... That means Poland will send their shit, and, like, Romania will send their shit, and... So, I don't know. But, yeah. Yep. Fucking crazy shit, man. I mean... I don't see us not getting into a world war, dude. I just don't see it. Unless Putin's taken out, man. I mean, he's just gonna go fucking crazy. I mean, if the Western allies, I mean, shit. If they really give the Ukrainians shit, you know there's gonna be American techs in country. And they're gonna get, one of those fuckers are gonna get killed, or they'll get captured, and the Russians will say the Americans are fighting with the Ukrainians. The only way I see anything not coming into a fucking... at least a limited nuke engagement is Putin getting waxed. I just don't see any way out of it. Ukrainians aren't going to fucking back that. Well, I say that. If Zelensky gets offed, I don't know who his successor is, man. I don't know if that person is going to be of strong moral fiber like he is and keep the country together and keep fighting. So that could be a thing where Zelensky gets wasted and, the country just says, look, fuck it. This is hell. Let's just give in to concessions. But, I mean, it's not looking good in Russia either. But, I mean, shit. The Russians just fucking meat grinder. They can take the casualties. They just don't give a shit about them. But, I don't know. Crazy balls. But yeah, let's start up some bitching. Let's see, what am I fucking pissed off about the industry? You know what? The biggest thing with me, man, in the industry and in the hobby is the fucking greed. I mean, I don't know, dude. It's like I go to all these different... And maybe it's just because I'm only seeing certain channels on YouTube because of the algorithm and all that shit, right? Because... when you plug in something, you're only seeing the top tier, channels. So there's probably bazillions of kick-ass channels out there that are just small that you just can't get exposed to. But, Jason says companies wanting money. I'm not even really talking about companies, man. I'm talking about just individuals, like hobby guys, like gamers. It's just like... just because you're on the fucking internet, like, showing people your games and shit, they want fucking money. I don't fucking get it. I don't get that shit. I don't get that. Why? Why do you need that fucking money from other gamers, man? I just don't... I mean, so, in my personal life, like Dungeons and Dragons, right? They're the big thing of it right now is, like, they're saying that there's a DM shortage, and that's why they're instituting this new online AI DM. That's all bullshit, guys. That's fucking bullshit. That's just some line fed to the masses to make you think that there's no DMs out there, or it's too fucking hard to DM, right? That you can't do it yourself. So you gotta go pay them some monthly fucking fee to get access to some sort of dungeon master, like Matt, like running the game. Fucking noob. Come on, man! You're like 50 fucking years old, and you don't know what DM is. J-boy. Come on, dude. Geek Chic has been around for a while. You kind of, in just your peripheral, you should have known that shit. No, I'm fucking with you, man. But yeah, so, Dungeon Master, yeah. But it's bullshit, dude. It doesn't take anything to run a fucking game. I've been doing it for fucking like 30 years. I've been running D&D or D&D light games for like 30 fucking years, man. It's bullshit. It's not hard. You just gotta do it. And this whole, there's a DM shortage, and there's fucking... the only way you're going to be able to play with people is online through our, video game interface. It's not what it's about, man. And again, this might be this old Gronard saying, the old ways are better, and da-da-da-da-da. But dude, those motherfuckers are going to milk you guys. Every microtransaction. Oh, You want a dagger with you gotta buy the dagger thing, or you gotta if you want the animation, if you want your magic missiles to actually shoot out and hit your shit, you gotta buy it. So yeah, D&D has video games and shit. Yeah, it'll be pay to play. Shit, dude. A lot of it is now, man. A lot of it is pay to play, dude. It's like there's all these video, like, I don't know what you'd call them, like gaming hubs or some shit, where people are selling. They're like renting themselves out as like, oh, I'm a professional DM. I charge $45 a session, and I'll run your game. It's like, fuck you. Fuck you. I don't need your shit. And that's not what it's about, dude. Man, that's shitty, dude. That is not in the heart of the fucking game or the goddamn hobby, dude. Charging people for fucking, man, fuck you. That's bullshit. That's not a fucking gamer mentality, dude. Yeah, no Dungeon Dineros. You got that right, brother. You got that. It's fucking bullshit. The people who charge money to run a fucking game for you aren't fucking gamers, dude. They're not. They're fucking poser motherfuckers. That's bullshit. Gamers don't fucking charge gamers the game, dude. Because it's our goddamn hobby and we're playing it. Now, if you're some guy selling a book, oh, check out my new module that's something different, right? You have an option to buy their product, right? But don't give me this bullshit where like, well, I'm making gaming content and, I should be... Well, fuck you. Don't then. Don't. Or make your shit private and have it a pay up front and fuck you. It's bullshit, man. Okay, so like, Jason's asking, what does the DM do? The Dungeon Master just runs the game. He comes up with the adventure. You have your players and they play their individual people. Yeah, they run the scenario. And the Dungeon Master just runs it. Like, okay, you're walking down the road and, there's a bright light. Everybody roll, like maybe the bright light causes some sort of damage. And then he'll say, everybody roll, like, a reflex save to see if you don't get hit by the light or some shit. And then they would roll, and you would just kind of like, coach them through the adventure. And if they're, and you would fight as the enemy monsters, and you would fight as like the people, the NPCs, which are non-player characters. You would act as them in the adventure, and so you basically are like, you're basically the AI of a computer game, and they're interacting with you, and you're interacting against them. And is it hard? No, it's not fucking hard. But you gotta do it, And I guess there's some people that can't do that. I mean, they don't have the social skills, or they're not comfortable doing it, or whatever. That's fine. But yeah, exactly. You pass through the gates, and there's a Starbucks. What do you do? Whatever. But yeah, it's the classic, like, guy in the, behind the gamer's screen going, what do you do? There's a dragon at your feet. But yeah, it's just like, but dude, I don't know, man. It's bullshit. Everybody's fucking greedy, and I hate it. I hate the fucking greed in this hobby. I hate the fucking greed. I hate the greed in general, man. Like, I do... Let me go through this, guys. Let me tell you the payout that I do for my channel. My channel's little, dude. I got like 350 badass motherfuckers on my channel, right? I love you all. I'm not asking for shit. You know what? I love you guys because you're just watching. You're just interacting. I'm making friends. Having a great time, man. Okay? I pay like an internet, bill every month that I would do anyway, right? My internet. And I bought some editing software for like I think it was like $100. It was $100 for a lifetime fucking membership to oh god, what is that? It's Wondershare. Okay? Filmora. They're Filmora. It was like $100. Paid so forever. I have it fucking forever. Right? That's fucking it, guys. That's the monthly. That's what I have. The camera that I have. This is what you're seeing right now. Is my laptop, which I already have a laptop. I'm using my laptop camera. The microphone I'm using is actually a camera that one of my buddies, Brian from Mini More Mutt channel, sent it to me. You know, that is a way you can help people. If you want to help your favorite content creator, you know, send them something. You know, if you want to, you don't have to. But I mean, if like Brian had an extra camera that wasn't doing anything, and he sent it to me, and I was appreciative, I was thankful. You know, I've made friends with him. I conversate with him. I didn't just take his fucking money, and he's just some name in the mix. I watch some of these big channels, man, and they do like these live, you know, conversations. And there's like hundreds of conversations going up and down, and people are throwing like $20, $30, $5, $30, $100, and dude, those motherfuckers, those ungrateful fucks, don't even recognize it. They don't even say, "Oh wow, Steve gave me $1." Dude, if some motherfucker gave me $1 and I was live, I would say, "Steve, thanks, brother. I appreciate it, man. It means a lot, man." They don't do that shit because they're just like hand over fist. And the thing is, like, who the fuck are these people who are just throwing them money? I don't get it, man. I mean, I'm a poor motherfucker, so I guess, like money it means more to me. It's more important to me in that it needs to pay my bills and feed my family. It's not meant to be given to like, but like I give back to the community in like supporting games. Yes. So Ryan says, "Hey Ryan, nice to meet you, brother." Ryan says, "This reminds me of the whole influencer BS that people try to pick." Yeah, and these fucking titles. Okay, first of all, guys, I'm one who hates fucking titles. I mean, be it, "Hey baby, Mel's home," and I mean any title, your race, your fucking gender, your country, any of that shit. All titles do is make you in a smaller and smaller group. It's bullshit. But yeah, all of a sudden, these people who are content creators or influencers.
Hey, honey.
Hey, baby.
Hey, guys.
Mel just got home from work. Jason says hi.
Hello.
But yeah, it's like all of a sudden, because they have like, you know, this forum and people are watching, they're all of a sudden the mainstay. I'm like, dude, I'm a perfect example of like, no one fits. I mean, you know, it's funny. It's like some of the big channels will do like a weird World War II review, right? They'll do a box opening, and that's fucking it. Oh, hold on, guys. Colette's calling me. Hold on a second.
Just call her later.
I'm gonna talk to her for a second.
No, turn it off. You're doing the show.
No, well, I'll just hold on, guys. Hold on a second.
I'm sorry, it's Tuesday night.
Yeah, call you later. You're right in the middle of the show. What are you doing? Anyway, but yeah, so that was Colette. She was just calling in to make sure that I had pants on.
Yes.
I don't, actually. So don't look down. But what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so like, dude, these big companies, I mean, I get it, dude. I don't know, man. It's like, if there was a channel that was like, playing D&D, and it was like a lot, you know, you get to know these guys, it's a lot of fun, and it's not flashy, but you can see the heart behind a lot of these channels, man, and they're great. There's no money behind them, but that's not what it's about. It's about gaming, dude. It's about having fun. It's about interacting with people, getting to know people. That's what it's about. That's what this hobby is supposed to be about. It's not about fucking tournaments and trophies. It's not about fucking, you know, fees and tickets and fucking, you know, expand. It's not.
Is this your bitch session?
It's my bitch session. I'm getting it out. I just hate the fucking greed. I hate the greed, man. And I'm not even talking about companies. That's a whole nother beef, man. That's a business. I get it. And you don't get me wrong. Every motherfucking, what do they call them, content creators or whatever the fuck they're called, they're going to say, well, this is my business. I'm like, okay. Then sell a fucking product. Oh, my videos are a product. All right, then you're a fucking business. You're not a goddamn gamer, man. You're fucking in the business. You're business to sell shit. I don't know. I'm just a gamer, man. I just like the game. I just don't like the greed, dude. I mean, it's always been there. Don't get me wrong. Am I being like immature, thinking that that's not what it's always been? In my world, it hasn't been, man. It really hasn't. I mean, I started a business, you know, and I sold miniatures and shit, right? I had a great time, and then I was done with it. But all that time, it wasn't always about pushing the product. It was about gaming, man. It was about keeping the hobby a hobby. Oh yeah, that's in there. I made fish, guys. Is it broken? Is it broken? Is it burnt?
You broke it. No.
Oh no, I might be able to break that shit. But yeah, you know, I don't know, dude. I mean, I understand that some people's time is money, but when I'm in the hobby, that's what I want to do, man. And I'll be goddamned if I'm gonna charge you to like game with me or play with me. That's bullshit, dude. That's not what it's about, man. It's just bullshit. Now, if I come up with a widget, you know, this is my new widget here, and it's badass, and if you want to buy it, you can buy it. But that's it. Other than that, we just game. Males always keep saying, you need to make content that people will watch. I'm like, fuck that. 500,000 other YouTube fucking drones are making the exact same video of all that shit. Let them do that. They've taken care of that. We're taking care of weird World War II. That's what we're doing here, brother. That's what we're doing here. And that's why we have 2 people watching.
Have you ever told the story of the what the to your viewers?
What the miniatures?
Yeah, that's what Jason had just asked.
Oh, I don't know. So a while back, I don't even know when, I started a company called What the Miniatures. And it was miniatures, 28 historic or heroic 28s. And it was Weird War and World War II topics. And I was, being a small guy, I didn't know anything about it, dude. And you know what? You know how I got into it? I just talked to some people. They didn't charge me any fucking money for their knowledge. I was on the boards, the Lead Adventure Forum. I was on that and TMP. Just talking to people, hey, how do you do that shit? Da, 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 da. And this is what I learned, just from talking to people. I needed a sculptor, okay? So I looked around and I found a sculptor. His name was Aaron Brown, still around. Black Crab Studios down in New Zealand. Reached out to him. So Ryan says, I do like the revolution the hobby seems to be going through with 3D printing. I'm more than willing to pay someone for their time to make a file. Yeah, I can then print. Yes. So listen, man, Ryan, you hit it right on the fucking head, dude. The pushback from this fucking greed is the 3D printing world, okay? People are sick to fucking death of these prices, okay? And don't get me wrong. Some of these prices are justified for these smaller companies because they got a small group of people that they have to pay payroll to and they're not making a huge overhaul. I get it, man. I get it. But there is a tipping point where the gamer just can't afford it. Just can't do it. And especially like fucks like GW, they ruined this goddamn hobby, man, with their prices. Fucking outrageous. Outrageous. There's no goddamn reason. No reason for a fucking Land Raider to be $100 fucking. There's no fucking reason for it, dude. That's bullshit. Bullshit. I mean, you can tell me the stats and all that shit. Okay, fine, but dude, there's no fucking way. And the problem is that people are paying it, but that's changing, man. Like Ryan said, the 3D revolution is the result of that crap. You got guys who have some skill that are like, creating, proxies for things, okay? Stealing it, I don't give a fuck, honestly. I mean, that's on you and the IP that you're borrowing from. Because, GW, all that shit they borrow from Heinlein, from the movie Aliens, from fucking Tolkien, from everybody. That shit is not original. I mean, God, the Emperor of Mankind's fucking Jesus Christ, right? It's just like... Don't fucking tell me they created that shit. They borrowed like everybody else did to create certain things. We all borrow. See, that's the thing, man. That's what we've all forgotten. It's like, it's mine. This is my creation. Dude, okay, that's fine. You wrote it and you drew the pictures and all that. That's great. But you are borrowing. You are borrowing the ideas, the motivations, the backgrounds, the looks from other people. And that's okay. Mel has me open up some cans here, real guys. But okay, so Ryan comes back and says, let's be honest, the Warhammer worlds could exist just fine if GW went tits up. Yeah, the community could carry it and maybe do better. You're right, dude. I mean, I don't understand. Look, dude, when back in the day, I was a huge 40K nut. Stone can testify to that shit. I had the metal fucking Thunderhawk gunship, dude. I was a fucking loon, right? I played when I played Rogue Trader like a madman. That was the first like miniature game I really played. And then I played second edition, and then third edition came out, and it changed everything. Right, everything. I'm like, wait a minute. I am not gonna fucking do everything.
I don't know why I made 2 beans.
Did you open? Well, we'll have them tomorrow or something.
No, we're having tonight. We're having 2 different kind of beans.
Dude, we're having
and
like
fish.
power beans tonight. Mel's like, she's swooning from my ranting. She's not thinking about what she's doing. But anyway, but yeah, so I'm trying. But you're right, Ryan. What happens is the love and the fandom, right? They'll run with it. They'll keep going, man. They'll just fucking... Dude, people are not playing 40K for the fucking rules. No. They like the models. They like the toys and shit. And I'm telling you, when they fucking open up their mind and realize that proxies that... And this is another thing. If you're a guy making proxies, man, don't be a fuck. Don't sell your shit for $100 fucking dollars. Don't be a part of that crap. You fucking be a gamer, man. Make some money on the side. You know, it's fair to charge a fair rate for your time. That's completely founded, man. But don't fuck the gamers. Don't fuck the fans, dude. That's not cool. It's not cool. Exactly. Like Ryan said, they do it for the passion, not the fucking money. Now, again, if you are a person who feels obligated to give to people that you enjoy watching, then do it, man. There's nothing wrong with that at all. If you want to support somebody financially because you dig them, then do it. God bless you. If you have the money to do so, then do it. But don't expect people to fucking pay you if you're not selling a product. And listen, I do not fucking go. I don't bite the whole like. Oh, I'm a GM, and that's my skill, and I'm selling a service. I'm like, go fuck yourself.
Did you tell him about?
Honestly, go fuck yourself.
Did you tell him about the GMs that you have to pay? And some of them had only GMs
they've been,
for like 2 years.
There's like that like online site where you GM. Some lady was charging $45, and she's been a DM for 5 years.
No, 2 years.
Oh, 2 years. Wow. She's so brave. It's just like, what the fuck? I mean, you can DM for 2 months, and I still wouldn't pay you. You can be DM for 100 years. I still wouldn't pay you fucking $45. Fuck you. No way. No goddamn way. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. And you know who the fuck you are. You know you people. You know who you are. You're just trying to grease the gamers, man. You're trying to fuck the hobby, dude. It's not cool, dude. But back to Ryan's observation, and he's correct. That's why the 3D printing thing is off the charts. And you know what? That's gonna fucking alter the industry. Gonna alter it all, man. All of it. The business models of GW and all these companies, they're gonna have to change. They're gonna have to change, man. And I would hope gamers would realize that stop buying a new fucking set of books every 4 fucking years. What's wrong with you? Drive me crazy. Don't do that. It's a fucking marketing ploy. Don't fall for that shit. You're smarter than that. Don't do it. My God, it's madness.
Madness, I tell you, madness.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it, dude. Yeah, dude. And listen, honestly, guys, if you want to support me, just hang out with us. That's it. This is a social. This is my hobby, man. And I just want to get to know people. I want to game. I just want to game, dude. That's it. I mean, if you feel obligated to give me money, then that's on you, man. But I don't need it. You know, I don't necessarily want it. But you know what you can do? Tell your friends. You know, or you know what? Better yet, just get into the genre, man. Let's make Weird World War II bigger than it is already. I have sponsors, and I don't get any money from them, guys. All I get is I have two requirements for you to be a sponsor for me. One is to give me some free shit I can play with. That's the hobby guy in me. I'm like, yeah, I want some of your free shit. I want to play with it because I want to fuck it's badass. It's a Weird War. It's awesome, right? Second is you have to give some sort of discount to you guys. You Weird War weirdos. I want a discount for you guys. Okay? That's fucking it. That's all.
We don't do reviews.
We don't do reviews. We play your games. Now, if it's something that if you're a sponsor and it's something that I don't want, then you just won't be a sponsor. But I don't do reviews. I play your games and I just show it and then the people, and then I plug it. I go, hey guys, there's this new thing. You should check it out. Give them a try. There's a discount too if you're into it. Booyah! I'm expanding the hobby. I'm showing the people that are making product for the hobby, right? Getting some of that exposure. I put permanent links to their site and the discounts, and booyah, that's it. That's how you help fellow gamers, man.
Yes.
My God, baby. That's a power dinner.
I was tired.
But no, yeah. Let's see. Let me see what Ryan's saying here. So Ryan says, I support a lot of patrons for War Master. See, War Master was a cool game. I remember that shit. Just because people are mostly doing it for the love of the long dead game, they charge like $10 a month for something that does take a decent amount of time. I'm all about supporting people. See, that's cool, dude, and that's fine, man. Like, again, if it's something you want to do, then you should, man. But I mean, do they ask you like, hey, dude, give me money? I need money if you want these rules for war boars, elite war boar unit. You got to give me, some money, or I'm not gonna fucking do it. No, fuck, man, that's the whole business. I'm not into that shit. But if a guy's doing it anyway, and you're like, yeah, this is cool. Thanks for helping me out, man. And then the $10 a month. I mean, that's not bad, I guess. I don't know. Guys, honestly, I follow a lot of people. I don't pay anybody any money at all. First, there's two reasons. One, I don't fucking have any money. I'm like, paid paycheck to paycheck every fucking month, man. And second of all, this is my hobby. This is my hobby. If you have a product that I want, I'll buy it. If it's a rule system that I'd like to read, I'd probably reach out to you and say, hey man, I'm a Weird War guy. You want to comp me a copy of your rules? I can play it out, do some battle reports. We can help each other out. I'll give you exposure to your system. People can see how it's played, and I get to play a new game. We both win. That's exactly what I would do. And I really don't see a problem with that. We're helping each other out, and we're giving each other a little bit. It doesn't, guys. For me to do like interviews for my sponsors and make videos and all that, it takes a lot of fucking time. But you know what? I fucking love it. I love it. I'm doing it because I want to do it. It's not because it's a goddamn job. It's not because anybody paid me any fucking money. It's because I want to do it. I want to expand the Weird World War II. I want everybody to see it, man. It's great, and it's I don't know. It's just the greed is just it's just rough. And that's another thing Ryan was saying. Once the STLs get out on the net, they're gone. Everybody has them. It's true. It's true. And and there's I've given money to I've acquired things on the down low before, and you know what? I probably went back to those companies and bought something from them just to support them. And I'm playing their fucking game, and I'm spreading the news about their game. I really don't feel bad about that shit. I don't. As a gamer, I'm giving back to the community about their systems and showing their stuff off and everything. I just that's how I give back. That's how I want to pay. That's how I want to give the community. I want to pay them back in like support. You know, letting people know about what's going on, what they got. You know, if they got a set. Like right now, Modiphius has got a big ass like 75% sale right now. Modiphius has Achtung Cthulhu, and they used to be a sponsor of ours, but they aren't anymore. That's no big deal. I'm not offended. I'm not, you know, things change. There's no bad blood. I'm still plugging their shit because Achtung Cthulhu's fucking cool. And if you want discounted shit, go to their site, you know, check it out, man. But yeah, so, I don't know, the greed, dude. The greed in the hobby is just, the gamers are getting greedy, man. It's just like, you know, it's like, we have I live in Texas, and there's these conventions that are coming up here, and they're charging just like 30, 40, 80 bucks a fucking, you know, 3 days or 2 days or some shit. I'm like, you're just pricing people out of your fucking hobby, man. Who can pay that? You know who can pay for that? Older people. You know, like adults can pay. Dude, when I was a kid in the fucking 80s, in the goddamn 1980s, there wasn't one in my area, in the Dallas-Fort Worth area where I grew up, not one convention in that area charged more than $5 be it a gaming con or a comic book con that I went to. The only one that charged more was Dallas Fantasy Fair, and it was massive. It fucking massive. And the reason they charged, they brought all these fucking like comic creators to it. But, you know, I don't know, man. These prices are outrageous. And then they expect people hosting games to pay that fucking price too. You know what I say to that? Fuck you. What is the motivation for people to come to your con to host games when they gotta pay a normal ticket, right? They gotta lug all that shit up. They gotta set it out. They gotta teach the game and run the game. No one's gonna do that shit unless they're selling something. Just not gonna do it. Now, if you give the con I really like going to is Millennium Con. If you run so many games, you get it for free. That is the motivation. And you know what? Millennium Con is epic because it has fucking everything in it. It has 1960s Avalon Hill bookshelf games to, you know, the newest thing from, you know, Cool Mini or Not. It's all there. It's the passion of the people coming up, showing their shit off for free. That's why they go there. They get in for free. Fuck, it's just insane. Let's see. So, what are your thoughts on more weird companies giving up on the genre? Clockwork Goblin sold off to Warlord, Dust, AE World War II. Yeah, I mean, listen, man. Weird World War II is such a niche, man, and it's tricky. It's tricky. Because you're bringing people in from sci-fi, you know, and you're bringing historicals in. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have this problem all the time. The historical groups on Facebook, right? They get pissed when I post like weird World War II shit or whatever, right? Oh, it's so historical, blah blah blah, or whatever the fuck. I'm like, fuck you. You know, I guarantee most of your games you play is some made-up bullshit, made-up scenario that didn't really happen. That's Weird War, man. Weird War could be as easy as, like, you know, Rommel making a left instead of a right. That's Weird War. It's just something that's never happened. But, you know, I think a lot of these companies, they go really, really big, man. They go all out. I mean, I think, like, Clockwork Goblin, I mean, I like some of their stuff, but a lot of it I'm not a big fan of. And when they hooked up with Warlord, you know, that would have been a match made in heaven, right? But I don't see Warlord pushing Conflict 47 at all. Not really. I don't really see it, man. There's maybe two. There's one. I know of one guy on YouTube that does consistent Conflict 47. It's a Rocket City Gamer, I think is his name. He does consistent K-47 games. That's the only one. You might see a spattering here and there, but nope. I don't know, dude. It's rough. Like, you know, Warlord. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. You know, they gobbled up the IP from it. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. I haven't really seen. And have you seen the prices for their shit? Warlord's K-47 shit. You priced me fucking out of it. I can't afford that shit. It's fucking ridiculous, man. And then Dust, man, you know, I talked to Paulo about what was happening, man. He got fucking stuck in he got stuck in Malaysia or some shit for a fucking year. He can't get back home to China. And he was, I mean, the fucking lockdowns fucking destroyed Dust, dude. Just fucking crushed him. And you know, the one thing that I thought Dust did right was they picked a scale that crossed the Wargamer and the Modeler. So you have you know 148 as the scale, right? You got armor kit builders and sci-fi builders building that shit and display like the modeling, and then boom, you got Wargamers using that same scale. I think that was great because that scale also, you know, Tamaya makes all that armor shit. They're getting residual monies from that. You know, people are buying soldiers and tanks and shit to play with their Dust and all that stuff. So I think they did it really well. I think honestly, it got pricey, man. Dust got pricey, in my opinion. It got pretty pricey, and it became almost like it was like I don't know, man. I think it priced out a lot of people trying to get into it. AE World War II, you know, that was interesting. You know, there was like skirmish and whatnot, pretty small, you know, mini count or whatever. They're one of the early ones, man. But I played it twice. The rules were okay. They weren't great, but they were okay. I don't know. I think their last run with the Soviets, like the Rasputin and the like kind of like the Druid stuff, it didn't look very good. I think the quality of their stuff kind of was a little lower in the third or the third or fourth run, and I don't know. I think it just kind of died out. And Secrets of the Third Reich, I mean, you know, Andy's still plugging that. You know, he's still. I don't think he's making anything new for it, but it's got a huge catalog, man. It plays like 40K in my opinion, but again, it's just I don't know, man. I don't know what to do about. I mean, that's why I'm plugging the Weird World War II genre, and you know, I think a problem with some of these game systems is they create their whole fucking world, man. You don't need to do like Dust. The thing I hate about Dust is they like got rid of the Nazis. I mean, I get why they did it. It's the whole, I get it, right? But what is World War II without fucking Nazis? You know, they're the bad guys. That's who you want to fucking fight, are Nazis, not Germans, not undead Germans, or you know, not so evil Germans or whatever the fuck. You want to fight goddamn Nazis, man. And I understand why a lot of companies shy. Fuck it. It's World War II. You got Nazis. You know, they're fucking monsters. You got Soviets. They were bad guys too. They got Americans. They did bad things. Everybody did bad shit. Everybody. Okay? I get it. And I get the whole Nazi thing, and it's a touchy subject with a lot of people, and especially in the world that we live in now.
Alright guys, so this is the point where, like so many times before, Facebook decided to cancel us. So the feed died off, and we went on for another probably, half hour before I knew that it was fucking off the air. But yeah, so a little ranting, a little raving there. It's always fun to have kind of those episodes that you can dump. But alright guys, whatever you do, keep it weird.
That is so much better. I feel good. Talk about a weight off your mind.